It's time to take Beanie to the vet. Yep. She's got to have a diabetes checkup. Got to check her sugar because I don't think it's good. So let's talk about it. Well, hi YouTube fam. It's going to the vet day. Yes. I don't know if you have met Bean, but this is Bean. Beanie. Bean dip. Bean burrito. Oh, she has a collar football, one eye, left eye. She has a lot of nicknames. Anyways, this is Bean. Bless her little heart. She's had a rough little time. I think I've talked about her before. She was a rescue, and when I used to foster a lot of dogs, and I always tell people that I've fostered over 40 dogs in like 2.5 years, but I've kind of quit fostering lately because I'm just extremely busy. I didn't realize my radio was on. Anyways, so Beanie, she came to me as a foster. My son was staying with me at the time. He was fixing to move into his own place, and he fell in love with Bean, and Bean's been his buddy ever since. Well, Beanie was apartment living. She had the life. Of course, she gained a lot of weight, and her eye started bothering her anyway. She got glaucoma in her eye, and my son had to have her eye removed up there where he lived. And I'm just surprised that they didn't catch her diabetes then, because she had glaucoma, and that's why she lost her eye. Well, they said the other eye was fine. So he brought her down here to me one day, and if you had a dog with diabetes, or a cat, anything, they will urinate a lot. They will urinate a lot. She's wanting to lay down. She's my baby girl. But anyways, make a long story short, her other eye is gone now. She lost the side in her other eye. It went really fast to take her to the vet because he was working a really crazy shift. And so I took her to the vet and thinking that she had like a UTI. No. And I noticed that she was urinating a lot, and it was sticky. So, poor little Beanie, she got diagnosed with the diabetes, and she did really good the first couple, and we were getting her sugar down. It was going down. It was going down. I was making her dog food. I mean, she was doing so good. And then a couple weeks ago, my daughter and I took her. She had to go for her monthly checkup, and my daughter had to take her dog for her, she ended up having diabetes. So we have 2 animals in our home. Cost has not been easy. And, people said, well, you just need to put her to sleep, I mean, she's a pet, I've fought so hard to save animals, being a foster for animals. And, the only time I have put them down, I've put 2 animals down, and by myself. I was at the vet by myself. And one of them was a foster, and then the other one was a dog that I had had for 15 years. But the foster, she came to me about 2 years before that, and then I kept her. She was 15 when I got her, and instead of having her adopted out, I just kept her, and I felt like I ran a nursing home for old dogs. Well, now back to the Bean story. My son, he just has such a strange schedule and where he works, and it's just really hard for him. And then she doesn't really get a lot of exercise because right now the humidity and the heat is so horrible right now. So anyways, we're on our way to the vet to have her glucose checked and to have her probably, I bet they're going to increase her insulin, which makes it hard because it's really taking a bite out of my I'm one income, and it's just been really hard because I have 3 other dogs of my own, and now I have Bean. And my son, I told him, I said, I'll take care of her, she's okay. But it has been very hard because, like I said, the medicine is $75, and we might get 3 weeks out of it. And I'm so scared that when we take her right now, they're going to increase her insulin. And I don't know. If you have any alternatives to I mean, I know there's just not really, I even spoke to a friend of mine who's a homeopathic, she does a lot of homeopathic vet, but she's a vet, but she's a homeopathic vet too. And she said, well, once it just onset of diabetes and then they start losing their sight, there's just not really, and they become insulin dependent. She's such a good little dog. It's just, I don't know. I've just been really struggling with it. I want her to have a good, healthy life. And you know, people say, well, she's blind and she runs into things. Well, heck, she's fine. I mean, it's not like she's crying about it, you know. She finds her way to her food bowl. She finds her way to the water bowl. She just can't find her way to a potty pad. She finds her way to, I mean, I can open the back door and I holler at her, Beanie, and she comes. So, you know, it's not like her quality of life is bad. It's just her caretaker. It's just hitting me in the pocketbook really hard. Anyways, like I said, if you know any different kinds of what I can do, I've made her food, I don't know, it's just been really stressful for me, and I know, but she's been so good through it. So anyways, we're almost to the vet, and I'll let you know how she is. Beanie went to the vet. Hey, can you look over here? Say it's too hot. Hi, Bean. Well, things went good at the vet for Bean. I was afraid that her glucose was high because I said earlier that actually her sugar was 201, and which is better than about 2 weeks ago. It was, I think it was like 287 or something. So she was in a good range. They had to put her back on her eye drops because, you know, she does have the one eye that does have some glaucoma in it, the other eye, that the one she's already lost one. And so to keep from having to have surgery, he does give her some eye drops. But I was just looking at all of my bill here. The insulin, her insulin has went up $5. Yeah, they didn't increase her insulin. She still takes 8 units twice a day, so we don't really quite make it through a whole month. And then her new eye drops that they put her on, well, actually they're drops that she's had before. The one is $41 a bottle. So on this, I'm gonna see if I can get the prescription and just order it from Chewy or someplace like that, because $41, I think it's about $20 on Chewy or some eye drops. And then I thought she was having to get the 2 eye drops. Then they gave her some little ibuprofen for canines. So she will be good there because she gets one every now and then. If I think she's hurting, and he said what it feels like, because I'm driving, I can't keep the glasses on. What it feels like with the eye, the way, because of the diabetes, and then the glaucoma, what it does is it causes pressure on that eye, and then it's almost like, he said, it's like it feels like a migraine. And I notice at night sometimes she's whiny. You know, she's crying sometimes, but I thought it was just because she needed to go up and go to the bathroom, but he said she might be feeling some pain from that. So, anyways, yeah, that goes with having a dog that's diabetic. And it's, I'm telling you, it's not been easy. Not been easy. So, anyways, I'm going to go to Sonic, get me a Diet Dr. Pepper with cherry and vanilla, and then, Bean and I are going to go back home because, you know, it's really hot outside, and they're advising people not to even be outside in this heat because the heat is so bad, and there's been like people having heat strokes, and it's just been rough. The heat, but I think we might be getting like a slight cool wave, I hope, and then I hope we get some rain. I mean, we had a lot of rain the last couple of months, but it'd just be nice to have a little bit of rain. So Made it to Sonic. We made it to Sonic, and I got me a Diet Dr. Pepper, and I'm gonna take Bean home because she's gonna have to have her something to drink here in a minute, and she's gonna have to have something to eat too, huh? Gotta have some food. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting a Diet Dr. Pepper. You know, I normally get a Diet Dr. Pepper with Diet Cherry and then vanilla, and I thought today I'm gonna live dangerously, and I'm going to get, instead of vanilla, I got sweet cream put in it, which a lot of people say this sweet cream is like their ice cream mix is what they use for their soft serve, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, that's what I've been told. I'm sticking to it. We got this Sonic Diet Dr. Pepper with cherry, and instead of vanilla, I got sweet cream in it. So we're gonna see how it tastes. It looks amazing. Looks good. Just something different. It tastes like a Diet Dr. Pepper float. Like an ice cream float. Not bad. Anyways. Alright, well, his Bean's over here getting restless. I think she's ready to get out of this car. Ready to go home and cool off. Because it's only like 175 degrees outside today. So, anyways, but yeah, we're done. I'm taking her home. Probably gonna make some dog food tonight. I do make her dog food. I've been a little lazy lately, but I do make it out of ground turkey and veggies and stuff. And so we need to get her back down, get her on that again. And but I do like to give her some kibble because, you know, I think it's good for their teeth to have a little bit of kibble to chew on. You know, they can't just live on soft food alone. I guess it could, but I don't want her to have any bad teeth. I mean, she's got enough going against her as being diabetic and being blind. So thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you next time. Bye.